So this is my latest foster dog. This is 1-year-old Hydee, who is an Australian cattle dog, possibly a mix. She's on the small side. She's probably under 30 pounds. And the black dog on the left is my girl Pizazz, who's a 4-year-old cattle dog mix. And the dog in the far right corner is Twyla, and she is a Dachshund cattle dog mix with a couple other things thrown in smaller amounts. So the three of them are playing this afternoon. They're more ignoring each other than playing, which is actually a good thing. I'd be happy to have them playing, but I'm also happy to have them ignoring and just hanging out with each other peacefully. Hydee, the foster dog, has had some difficulty with my Weimaraner because he's very big and he's very loud and she gets scared of him. So I've been keeping the two of them separate as much as possible. And Pizazz was the first dog, the black dog on the left, was the first dog that Hydee met and started playing with. The two of them have done some wrestling and some running around chase games in very nice ways. And then once they had established a friendship, then I started bringing Twyla out. Twyla sees something outside of the yard. That's what she's gone off to bark at. And Hydee! Hydee! Good girl. Hydee has a very good response to her name. Hydee. Good girl. Very nice response to her name. So she's watching Twyla and be interested in what's going on over there, but she's still willing to come to me, even in a slightly aroused state and with plenty of distraction over there. She's an awesome, awesome little dog. She's, as I said, 1 year old. She's already spayed. She's up to date on all her shots. She's microchipped, and she could be ready to go home. I'm going to keep her here for about another week and a half to fully evaluate her and to hope that she gets more comfortable with all the dogs. I have another smaller dog that has been outside with her on one occasion, and they pretty much ignored each other too, but she didn't feel like coming outside just now, so she's still in the house. But anyway, this gives you a glimpse of Hydee and what she's all about. And tomorrow I have a friend coming over, and together we're going to introduce Hydee to some agility games, and you'll get to see her then. I hope to be able to video her beginning agility experience. And I'd love to see her go to an agility home. I think she has every capability to do agility, to do the obstacles, to be a great teammate for her person. The only thing that she might struggle with is the environment, because she does have these few little fears around bigger dogs and around noises. So she's not ignoring Twyla barking, but it's also not setting her off. So that's a very nice thing, that she's able to be calm and just lie there, excuse me, looking at Twyla. She looked back at me when I coughed, so she's very in tune to noises, but not freaky about them. Let's see if I can walk around. Oh, there we go. There, we got a good, better picture of her face. Yes! Hydee. Good girl. Good girl. Hydee. Here comes Pizazz. See if this... I'd love to catch this two of them playing together, but I don't know that I'm gonna. They're both pretty focused on me at the moment. Hydee's gone off to investigate again what's happening over at the gate. And she came back because Twyla is heading back in this direction. So Hydee says, oh, I guess I don't need to check it out after all because Twyla's no longer barking over there. Good girl, Hydee. Good girl. She is, you can see right now, she's watching Pizazz and she's put herself into a down position. She's a little bit stocky, and I saw the beginnings of some little, see when her head bobs down like that? That's good herding behavior. It's possible she might have a little bit of border collie in her because she's seems to have quite good eye, which is not as typical of cattle dogs, but very typical of border collies. She's very visual, and she does, when she sees another dog moving, she often will drop into that down and just watch them for a minute, which is typical herding behavior, but much more typical of border collies than cattle dogs. You see, there she goes again. As soon as Pizazz lay down to roll in the dirt over there, that's when Hydee went into action. She jumped into, oh, that's not quite what I want Pizazz to be doing, so I'm going to run over there and change it. Very controlling in that way, which is part of being a cattle dog. They do like to control things because, of course, they were bred to control cattle, and they can be pretty bossy and assertive. And so that is Miss Hydee.